I found out my boyfriend of 3 years has been faking every symptom that kept us from being intimate. The drawer stuck the way it always did. I yanked it too hard and it came loose all at once, dumping half its contents onto the floor of his home office. I was only looking for scotch tape to wrap his birthday present 2 months early. Instead, I was holding a folder that wasn't supposed to exist. The header read Symptom Consistency Log. Under it, a spreadsheet of dates going back almost 2 years, and next to some of them, the words confirmed by girlfriend. My hands went cold before I understood why. The next page was a script, bullet points under a heading that said, if Highline calls again, phrases about pain scales and flare-ups, phrases I recognized because I'd heard Soren say almost every one of them to me, in bed, in the dark, for 3 years, like they were his own words. Underneath was a stack of invoices from his physical therapy clinic, paid personally, not through insurance, $175 every other week for 2 years straight, to a name I knew, J. Delacroix. Folded inside the last one was a note in handwriting that wasn't his. Almost there. Once the claim resets in February, we can finally stop hiding. I miss you touching me without flinching. Signed with a single letter, J, and a small drawn heart. I heard his key in the door 2 floors down. I shoved everything back, slid the drawer shut, and was standing in the kitchen pretending to read a pasta box by the time he walked in. I don't know how my voice came out normal when he asked what was for dinner, but it did. Soren Lindquist was 34 when I met him, an architect at a downtown firm. I was 28, running my own floral shop in Tacoma. We met at a friend's engagement party 3.5 years before that Sunday. He limped that night, favoring his left side, and told me, easy about it, that he'd fallen off scaffolding on a job site years earlier, herniated 2 discs, had surgery, still felt it some days. Doesn't stop me from dancing badly at weddings, he said, and did a terrible 2-step right there on the grass. It made him seem grounded in a way other men hadn't been, someone who'd been through something and come out patient because of it. He remembered how I took my coffee after one date. He texted back within the hour, every time. For the first 8 months, things were normal, warm, unremarkable in every good way. I met his parents that summer, and his mother told me, warm and wistful, that after the accident, doctors said he might never run again, and he was back on a treadmill inside a year. I remember thinking that sounded like a man who fought to get his body back, not a man who'd need it to look broken on paper. That fall, I got a bad flu that knocked me flat for a week. Soren showed up before I even asked, with soup and decongestants, and slept on my couch 3 nights running so he'd hear me if I needed anything. He held my hair back at 2 in the morning without complaint. I remember thinking I'd never felt so completely taken care of. He really was capable of showing up. At least once, he really was the man I thought I'd found. Somewhere around the 1-year mark, he mentioned retweaking his back lifting boxes at a client site. The appointments started again. So did the excuses. A flare-up that needed a week of rest, a medication that killed his drive, something he called nerve involvement that made touch feel like static under his skin. It's not you, he told me one night, his back to me in the dark. I need you to know it's not you. I just physically can't right now. I believed him completely. I tried to fix it, gently, and then more directly. I found a pain psychologist who worked with couples navigating chronic illness. He agreed to go. He canceled the morning of, rescheduled, canceled again, citing a flare-up too bad to sit through. The 3rd appointment, he just didn't show up and didn't tell me. I sat alone in a waiting room for 25 minutes, texting him, before the receptionist rescheduled us again. I canceled the 4th one myself, quietly. Some part of me had already started keeping score. A few nights later, unable to sleep, I typed one of his most familiar phrases into a search bar, and the words that came back weren't his at all. Full story is only on Spotify. Search LomuStories and follow.